2002 Chevy Corvette Z06. It's the second video in this series where we are going to change the supercharger pulley out and put a set of headers on. So right now we're going to take out the alternator. We took off the belt in the last video. What we're going to have are these two bolts, one here, one here. They're physically mounting the alternator to the bracket. Those are going to be 15 millimeter, and then there's a 1/2 inch on the back here. Remember, the battery is out as well, and the covers for the valve covers, the red decorative covers, are off. This is a 1/2 inch. I have 2 rings here. You may not have a second ring. On this vehicle, there's a Racetronics pump and a Racetronics harness, and this basically lets maximum voltage go straight to the fuel pump. If you're working on a stock vehicle or one that doesn't have that harness, you only have a single ring here. And then we'll remove this connector, which is just going to be pulling this tab out and lifting it straight up. Set that guy aside. Loosen this up next. I did have a torque spec for this. I'll have to look it up. I believe there's also a washer on here, so I'll be careful. There is not. I'm just going to put this guy on here, hand tight. I've broken these loose already. You could also use a ratchet. I'm using just a ratcheting box end here. Feels like it's hand tight already. Let me get these out. So these are 2 long shoulder bolts. Take a good look at them. They're identical, so you can interchange them top and bottom. Same length, same shoulders. Alternator is probably not loose. Nope. So I'm going to get something to tap it out. There's a bushing up here and a bushing down there. Actually, when you get a new alternator, you might find that this length is different on yours. You might have to tap it inboard or outboard. I remember this being a pretty tight fit the last time. All right, with some very delicate nudging with a bar, this needs to come out. One item I will point out is some of the earlier LS6s, actually it might have been all of them, had a different style bracket here. This one is the one that's from the later models. I want to say 03, 04, and it's got a little bit more structural integrity to it. I thought that was pretty critical when going with supercharger because there's a lot more stress on the bracket. Here's the alternator on the bench top. What I'll do with all of the pulleys, I'm just not going to put them in the video, is I'll grab my good old mechanic stethoscope, spin them, and just listen to see if any of them sound bad. This alternator's only got maybe 1,000 miles on it. It's a few years old. Vehicle doesn't get much mileage on it. So I'm not expecting any issues here, but some of the other pulleys may have some problems. So that'll be the end of this video. Next one, we'll take the supercharger out.